It is time to game. The record button has
Oh.
been hit. I apparently scared you earlier.
Yeah, yeah, you did. You started your music, and then I was like, ah!
I forgot that we,
Cause
like,
it,
agreed that we used the same music, and I was like, oh, I should start that. That's why he hasn't gone live yet, so I
no,
hit play.
no, I meant to go live, but I pressed the start recording button instead of start streaming.
Well, at least there
But
was an awkward silence at first for you.
yes, and to be honest, I'm glad I got it that way round instead of I've pressed start streaming when I meant to press start recording.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I messed it up that way instead of the other way.
Yes. This is good. But,
Oh,
yeah.
really,
We,
cat? Okay.
we are...
Ah, I've got my Pixel model here. Be
Ah!
gone.
Be gone!
Okay.
Oh, you
Right.
just slid it off to the side. Alright. We have a skit. Next step.
You're amazing, Lloyd. What's up all of a sudden? You talked the elf out into letting rain. Oh gosh, my thing's blocking an eye into the village. What you did was enter the village. The elves haven't accepted you. It's enough for us. As for the next step, we'll probably have to do it ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if my camera was blocking the text, my scuff layout.
The torrent forest, that's where we're going.
Ah. Are you going to the torrent forest? I don't remember what voice I gave him.
Old
Yeah.
man voice.
Old man voice, okay. Oh, no, that's not an old man. Kratos travelled the world in search of the legendary ore, Aeonis. He came here too, of course. Do you know why? In order to allow the human to wield the eternal sword, right? So that you can wield it. But in the end, Aeonis could not be found in this world. It had to be taken from Deris Karlan. So that's why he sent Zelos to get it. Even if you cannot avoid the battle, do not forget. Kratos was your ninth companion. Oh. No. We will forget.
No!
The torrent forest lies this way. Speak to the watchman.
Let's go.
Oh.
Now,
In the deepest region.
there is a dragon that gives a decent amount of EXP in here. You may fight it a few times. So this is the Forest of the Elves.
You used to live in Heimdall long ago, didn't you, Professor?
Yes, but I hardly remember it at all. It's a strange feeling, both nostalgic and unfamiliar at the same time. I hope the day comes that anyone can just visit this forest normally.
Yeah. I hope there'll be a world like that someday.
Genuinely? Something that I just realized, you never go to Heimdall in Symphonia 2. Why?
Oh gosh, this is gonna be dark.
Elves are long-lived, aren't they?
Yes, it seems. So it seems. They live about 1,000 years.
It's hard to even imagine that.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I'll probably live that long too.
So half-elves are long-lived as well. Then, even after we die, you'll have to keep on living.
Yeah. We shall live on as well.
Our individual lifespans are 80 years at best.
That is not what I mean. As long as Genus and Rain are alive, we too shall continue to live on in their hearts. Yeah, I'll never forget you all. Oh no, I didn't need this trauma. Now, a cat. Oh.
It's kind of more like a lemur. I completely forget. I just remembered.
What you have to do?
There's a pattern to this. You can only go a certain
Oh.
route, else you'll loop back around. It's not quite as confusing as the, other forest, where you could just go on a path that goes on forever.
Yeah. Oh no, these are annoying, annoying enemies.
Oh, thank you. Don't know why I'm dying. No!
Do not bother us.
Leave us alone.
I'm a goner.
I'm a goner. Be fighting Kratos soon.
Yeah. Say, Colette, have I gone stronger?
You're really strong, Lloyd.
Even stronger than Kratos?
Well...
We fought him several times, but he was always holding back.
Don't worry, Lloyd. You have just the move to fight Kratos with. Trust me.
Demon Fang. If he holds back this time, I won't forgive him.
Lloyd,
I have to beat him for real.
is that because you want your father to recognize you?
What?
I'm sure Kratos will understand your feelings. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
I didn't think Lloyd had that problem.
You'd be
Personally.
I mean, I don't know.
Fight after another.
One fight after another.
I want to kill, but also hug the giant broccoli.
The tree. Forget what
It's a
they're
broccoli.
called. Ah,
Torrent.
they are
No.
torrent. They are torrent.
They are torrents. I'm gonna call it a broccoli.
You had their voice line numbers memorized in the gallery? Oh my goodness. I mean, there's one that I don't quite ever remember, but there's always the time to fly! I'm a goner.
I'm a goner.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh. Okay.
oh. I
Oh.
know who that's for.
Oh, I gotta let my cat out. 1 second.
Wait. What?
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 Crystal Dagger.
Oh, okay. I'll be 1 second.
Who is this set for? Oh, no, it is for him. I just didn't see it, Lamau. Let's try not to get into a fight.
Wow, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Oof.
Nice
Slug.
dodge.
But if we want to fight Abyssian, we need to take every fight we've come across. Oh, I'm sorry. That was awful.
That's fine. What did we... No. Stardust is... Okay, that makes sense. I was like, Stardust. Stardust. What type of weapon is Stardust?
We have no choice but to fight.
Ugh. I want the broccoli back.
What, you don't like... Cutlass?
I don't like Cutlass or the Man-Eater.
Crescent Dark Moon as Eagle Rage.
It's got Beehive on its tail.
Dark Moon, Eagle Rage, Wolverine.
It looks like a rejected Pokemon.
It has an appearance.
Crescent Dark Moon.
Do
No.
not bother us.
Nice rain. I'm about to go into Overland. Ah!
Save it for the boss that's going to be inevitably at the end of this. Are we back at the start? Oh.
Okay, I just remembered how you do this.
You gotta burn its house down.
You gotta chase where it's going, else you'll just loop around. So if, like, we go back and around over here, every path leads back to this area, so we gotta chase it.
Ah.
I was like, I'm trying to remember how this one worked, and it's like, yeah. This guy knows the way to go, but the way to go only unlocks once you've hit the flame. I can't get past
Oh.
you.
Well, there we go.
What an
Too wide.
Oh my god.
That makes sense. Also, what did it just spawn out of its back?
specimen.
Ready?
I'm in over limit!
Oh, you've
I
been
must-
eaten though. There we go.
Acid dark move.
Oh, I've been eaten.
Wolverine.
Help is on the way. Healing circle.
Thank you, Vane.
Resolute infliction.
Crescent dark.
Oh, it's dead.
Is everyone all right?
We're okay. Rain was kind of apparently taking a bit of a beating. What is Lemo? Don't know. There's no hope. There's no hope for me figuring. Okay.
A Coronanthika.
It's like, End.
Wow.
We have no choice.
Whatever word I keep using, I can't spell it.
Resolute infliction. Healing circle.
Me. She healing circled herself.
She needed it.
Dark move. Eagle ray.
I don't know.
Demon heavy tiger. Rising falcon.
Don't know. Oh yeah, we probably need to like
I was just warming up.
set up EX jump setups.
Max HP up.
Hey!
I'm nearly at 5k.
Woo! Oh yeah, aerial jump, that thing that I'm not using. Hey, look at
What
my
does that do,
collection.
Z?
It allows me to jump in the air.
Wow.
Best EX skill setups.
Dum, dum, dum.
Paladin.
Ow. Thank you, Liza. I
Oh
will
no, or
drink.
my bad. Ah. I don't know. My brain is everywhere. I've been awake for.
Sorry. Guys, I have to get Z up early to stream at my time.
It's not that. And hard plus? That makes sense. Early? No, I was tired. So I fell asleep and then I was woken up by Z, are you there? And I was like, yeah, I am now.
Because it was 7 o'clock. And I was like, Z, if you don't come online soon, I'm gonna have to stream by myself.
You have vitality, you have endure, or you have revive. You have eternal. You endure. Fortunately, that removes life up for you, so that's unfortunate. But your second one, vitality, endure, revive. Then you get guard plus. Now both of us will have a combo skill called Glory, which means we never stagger.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Rain!
Liza, that is true, but don't say.
Okay, she needs a lot of level 4 gems, actually. Damn. Okay, so start with the bottom. Happiness. That's cool. She's going to get spell save. Damn, 3 of hers are level 4s. Item Pro. And then she will get EXGem level 3, which is Speedcast. That's quite the setup.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize you could have, like, multiple level 4s.
Yeah. We've never really done this. Now's a good time for it, really. Some
we
people have
might
never even
as well
had
max out when
4.
we can.
Yeah. The reason why I had them set up in a certain way was so that way characters would learn certain moves. But once you have the moves you want, it doesn't matter. I just try to make sure that I never have to replace the EX-Gem on them to something. Like, I never have to, like, put a new one on, you know?
Yeah.
So, Tough, Dash, it's 2 level 4s. Sky combo. I assume it's abilities. Yes. We may not be able to put stuff on everyone, which is unfortunate. I think I'm going to probably start just choosing people because so many people require level 4s. So he already has Rhythm. He needs a level 4 because he's going to get Speedcast.
Immunity? What?
Oh, immunity? That's occasionally avoid receiving status effects.
Oh, okay, that's not as powerful as it sounds.
So he has Rhythm, Speedcast. We don't have any more level 4s, so we can't give him a spell save or charge, which is unfortunate.
And he's got technical.
Sheena!
Hard hit.
He has Dash. He has Prolong. The rest of hers are level 4s. We don't have any level. Gave you yours and mine. Yes, see if Colette does what she needs, and then we'll do Zelos.
Are you basically deciding who we're taking to the final fight now?
Not really, but Spirit. Melody doesn't need a level 1, so she gets her second level. She still gets Vitality, Eternal, stat boost. Lucky is what gives her life thief. So we didn't have to do anything for her, but up last, not least, Zelos.
The traitor.
Taunt. Which he's not even gonna do while he's an AI, so we may switch that. We may keep his... I like Slasher, I like Super Chain. He needs Eternal. I don't know where we're gonna get his personal done anyway, so there we go.
I mean, I'm assuming we're not gonna meet new places or need to talk to any more people.
No, I don't think so either. So everyone, barring a handful of people because we didn't have enough level 4s, have their best EX-Gem setups, or at least their most recommended setups. Both of us having Glory on Regal and Persea will help a lot, because we won't get knocked down. But that means that we gotta watch a little closer. Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Because our HP will drop.
We have no choice.
Uh-oh.
Aggressively, because we're not gonna have like a visual representation that we've taken damage.
Great.
So sometimes we could just get melted and not know, because we're not staggering.
My cat's blocking my camera and screen.
Awesome. I also finally put Guilt back on.
Strutting his stuff. You're turning red.
You're
Look at all
turning
these
round.
compound EX skills that we've all learned.
Right.
yeah,
Come on,
n-
cats. You're
now
gonna
we
have to
look-
move.
Yeah, counter, C combo, glory. You have just glory, but that works. Concentrate. So important that she has that. Then he's
Not
got
always
quick
effective.
turn and sky cancel. Use some attacks in midair. She got hard hit. I don't know if she. Oh no, we changed a few things. He got
Yee.
technical, which is good. And then he didn't get anything. She got spirit up and life up. Hello. Enemy.
Enemy. Oh, I wasn't looking.
I did say enemy. I gave you a warning.
Yes, but my cat was being cute,
Healing circle.
and she's sat on my lap now.
But yeah. Concentrate is really good on Rain. Because when she gets, like, attacked, she won't say, "Don't get in my way!" and then try to, like, cast again. It takes a bit
Yeah.
more to stagger her. She has to get knocked into the air to stop casting. That's
I'm about to go insane. I mean, an over limit. I mean, does that matter now that I don't stagger an over limit, or?
I
Or
don't
am
know
I
where I
confusing
am.
things?
I don't know where I am. I don't know where I went. I'm stuck. You finished episode 1 of 3
Enemies.
in Attack on Titan game, and you've only played 3 hours. Oh no.
Demonic Ray. Wolverine.
Classic.
Healing circle.
Sonic Beast.
Die.
Classic me missing.
No way.
Ha!
We won.
You are, like, on the brink.
She's about to scream.
She's about to scream.
It looks like that.
Does. Alright, lead the way. Strange lemur looking creature.
A squirrel.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Makoto from Blaze Blue. Oh no, that's the only squirrel I know. Is she
Where
from
is he?
Blaze Blue?
Yes,
Ah.
Makoto is from Blaze Blue. Lemur.
Resolute inflection.
Crescent Dark Moon.
I want a plushie of the broccoli tree.
It is a very cute tree.
Crescent Dark Moon. Eagle Ray.
Don't mind me, just doing 800 damage.
I mean, yeah, my some of my specials do 1,000 and stuff.
Where the
I think
hell
we
is
might
it
be a bit
hiding?
strong for this area.
Where the hell is it hiding? Near this body of water, there should be a dragon.
A dragon?
Yeah. This dragon gives a decent chunk of EXP. I often found myself using it to try to get everyone to the level that I wanted, because it gives so much EXP.
Resolute inflection.
Crescent Dark Moon.
New moment badges. What's a moment badge? What?
Something that I don't know if we have access to yet. It's like when Twitch recognizes like a specific moment that happens. I don't know if they're manually activated or automatic. I think they're automatic because I haven't found a menu anywhere in streamer mode that like hands them out. But a moment is basically when a specific like thing, oh, there's the dragon, occurs.
But how does it judge that? Just by, like, chat people?
Something like that.
Like, if they suddenly see a lot of people chatting, they're like, oh, something must have happened.
Maybe? Perhaps.
I don't know.
I don't know which way leads to Kratos. I found which way leads to Kratos.
Could it be the one with the safe state under it?
Yeah.
But no, it hasn't appeared for me.
Who doesn't have
Who's
their
mad?
EHGem level 4? You! God, what did you have? I don't remember. Oh, I should have given it to Jeans. I'm stupid. Whatever.
No.
She gets Speedcast. Or add combo. We're probably gonna do Speedcast. Maybe if you say moment a lot, it'll work. Maybe.
Wow, guys, what a moment.
Yeah. Am I back here?
It's not Twitch. Twitch doesn't do it.
Oh.
You gotta do it yourself, SMH.
Where are you
Hello,
going?
cat. That way.
Sure. Let's not go that. Let's go that way. I'm so. There's the dragon. Kill it!
You think you
The gold dragon. It looks like it's come out of Yu-Gi-Oh!
It's kind of hard to hit from the front for me. So I'd.
Oh,
Holy fucking shit! But look at how much EXP. Or no, it gives money. That's what it does.
money. Well, we have a lot of money already.
It gives a decent amount of EXP, though. Why is the gold dragon here? Just a little. It's also a good way to grade farm, if I recall. Because if I just go back... Oh, right, it doesn't work like that, my bad.
No,
we
we're
were just
lost again.
taking a completely different direction.
Get ready.
Navigating this place sucks.
We're gonna kill Kratos in like 5 seconds.
Help is on the way. Resolute infliction.
Me with my guitar.
eagle rage, Wolverine. That was pathetic.
Yeah,
I
it gives
nearly
like
at
a
5k.
like 1,000 EXP every time. It's not bad. It's pretty good.
I don't know how much it is to level up. Oh,
Yeah, like 4,000.
we just need to kill 5 dragons.
Actually, the way EXP works in this game is kind of whack because you know how like I've been playing Persona so quickly.
No way.
So quickly does it take like several tens of thousands of EXP to level up. And we're in like the same range as where I'm at in the New Game Plus. Like people are close or already level 70 and it only takes 4,000 to level up. Meanwhile in Persona Q it takes like 100k. It's like what the fuck?
Redemption still eludes me.
3
Like-
HP away.
It's like I don't know. I don't know why it's determined like that.
Wait, how is Lloyd so tanky?
Because he's the main character, and he needs to be the easiest to use, so he needs to have a decent amount of HP.
Oh, he's got plot armor. Okay.
What an abnormal size specimen.
Oh!
Resolute infliction.
Crescent dark move, eagle rage, Wolverine.
No, you knocked him back!
No.
My combo!
Eagle rage.
I think I got him?
Don't
I
think
did.
all of us. We had no choice.
We had no choice, we
He
say,
is-
as we purposely respawned it.
Don't think ill of us. We just wanted to kill something. Pent up
The
aggression.
The spinning in 3D made you dizzy in Q2, says Liza.
I better change Rain's persona for the level up vitality bonus. Not to mention the labyrinth. Yeah, but I was like, I'm just talking Persona games in general. By the end of Persona 2, it took like nearly 200,000 points to get somebody to level up. And we were level... Oh god, I don't even remember. What were our final levels? I want to say it was roughly this range. We were in the 60s. I also completely borked their stats, which is why Jumpy's making the joke about the better change Rain's persona for the vitality bonus, because I accidentally wound up where every time a character that's not Maya levels up, they choose 3 stats to up by 1, and then the persona they have equipped gives them an extra +1. There's gear that you can equip to them that'll also give them a +1 bonus to some specified stat. But because a lot of the persona that had high affinity with certain characters all had the same level up bonus in the stats, I was barely over halfway through the game when I realized that Katsuya's stats were, like, 70 in strength, and then maybe 30 to 40 in everything else. And it was like, oh, I should have been paying attention to that, shouldn't I?
We found it. Off it goes.
So he went that way, so we won't go that way quite yet. I can't. Oh, I can.
Oh.
Bosses tend to take a hot minute in those games, not gonna lie.
2 chests.
Shield Ring and Warlock Garb. Well, I think I know who the Warlock Garb is for, but the Shield Ring, I'm not sure. It's a ring. Okay.
Whoa.
Should have expected that. But is it? It is. By 2. Oh, never mind. Cool. The back-to-back bosses at the end. There were many back-to-back bosses at the end of Persona 2. And this is true. You'd fight Tatsuzo and then immediately fight Gozen, I believe is his name, who is just like a giant tortoise. And then the 2-phase final boss. That was not bad. The first phase was really easy for me, so I'm glad there was a second phase, because I was like, wow, that's disappointing. But then he appeared, and then I was like, oh, I'm on a time limit, because every time he used a certain move, it did more damage. And only Maya reflected magic, so if I didn't kill him quick, it would get to the point where he would just one-tap everyone but Maya. And I was like, I have to actually kill this thing in a somewhat timely manner, it seems. Oh no.
Oh no.
But it was fine. I liked it. It's definitely not, like, Nyx or Izanami. Huh?
I didn't want to kill the Tracer.
Oh, that's okay. Oh my god, you're dying.
No, I'm fine.
Because Rain got you.
I'm fine.
I was just warming up.
I actually really liked 2 Eternal Punishments boss. I understand, due to the limitations of the hardware, mostly, that it was not quite on the scale of what I was familiar with in 3 through 5. Like, but I honestly am not a ginormous fan of how 3 through 5 does their final bosses, because I feel like it steps out of the territory of difficult boss means it takes a long time, and into half of the shit it does at certain points is scripted, and you kind of just have to wait it out until the scripted event ends. Nyx probably being the worst of the 3, even though I really do like the design of that boss. I'm just not a fan of the Arcana is the means by which all is revealed for 12 turns.
Oh.
This is a path. Izanami was probably the best of them, just because the first phase is not that long. The Chalice can go... The Chalice sucks. The Chalice sucks.
Yeah. Agreed.
And if we're going royal, Maruki phase 2 is barely a phase 2. He should have just been that for the whole fight or not at all.
Maruki had about one more phase more than he should.
That was pathetic.
Like, oh gosh. I don't know, like at the end, the last bit.
That was just scripted. That wasn't even really a boss fight.
Yeah, you went about halfway and then it was like script. So.
And I didn't dislike that part. I'm talking about when he still had the tentacle cross thing, where it would like alternate between lower and higher until eventually staying permanently up in the air. That was considered, by all intents and purposes, his phase 2. And I was like, what? Because his phase 1 is before you see his persona. His phase 2 is when his persona's just kind of chilling behind him. And then his phase 3 is when the persona raises up into the air and he starts using more powerful spells, and each tentacle that appears to protect and heal him is immune to certain elements or attack types. That's his phase 3. I don't think the phase... It's either the phase 2 or the phase 3 just did not need to happen. That or the phase 1. Any of those. It's just kind of like...
I like how the background turns into a flat image.
Yeah, we've hit the skybox.
Are you okay? First
Thank
aid.
you.
Ow, ow. Resolute infliction.
Oh no, the audio's gone funky.
Oh no!
Help is on the way.
I'm dying.
Eagle rage.
Thank
you.
No way. Pick on ow. Resolute infliction.
Stupid audio.
I'm sorry.
Resolute
It's
But yeah,
okay.
no, I really like the existence of Nyarlathotep.
Looks like it is over.
Nyarlathotep makes the most sense out of all of the bosses of, I exist because people exist. It's not that they wished for his existence, he just exists because we are human. Which is, I think, a lot more poetic than people wish to hide themselves from the truth, people wish for death, people wish to not make choices. Where it was like, it was a human's collective subconscious desire for a thing is behind why the god that you fight at the end of the game exists. It's just no matter what you do, whether you ignore me, embrace me, no matter what, I exist because you exist. Killing me is like denying your humanity. Which I thought was cooler.
I'll pretend to know what you're talking about. What's Persona 6's boss gonna say? I
don't-
exist because...
I don't know. It's just, that was like my one complaint with Strikers as well as Q2, is that it's literally the same plot. I mean, 3 onward, it's all the same plot of the god was the... 3 is at least Nyx already existed. I exist because Persona 5 sold well. But, like, my big thing with 5 that really bothers me is that every single final boss in the mainline game, except for Maruki, but even then, he only winds up in that position because people wished for something anyway, is the people subconsciously desiring a specific thing gives birth to an entity that claims to be a god that intends to rule over people, rather than being, like, a problem solver. Izanami and Nyx, it's like, people just wish to not exist, and I'm going to grant that wish, even though it's super farly, deeply subconscious to a level of, like, most people, when asked at face value, would go, no, what? Like, I don't want to turn into a shadow, or I don't want to die. Just because everybody else kind of sometimes has that as, like, an invasive thought.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 5's is literally just, you didn't want to make choices for yourself, I exist to make it easier on you. I'm going to put you in a place where you can be happy because you don't have any autonomy anymore.
Yay.
Yay!
Yay.
I will say Strikers did it the best because I really don't like Enlil. Enlil sucks. I like Q2 up to a point, but when Nagi reveals herself to be Enlil, and she literally is like, oh yeah, my movie theater world exists for people who can't handle, the fact that life is hard, so I put them in an isolated space and show them movies, convincing them that being themselves sucks and they should just go with the flow and become a face in the crowd. And I'm like, yes, you're really saving lives there, aren't you?
So,
Oh.
you've come.
So it's like, bruh. Enlil is not a good boss. Her design is neat, and I had no qualms bullying the shit out of her with, Aeon Rain.
So
Is
we've
there no
come.
other way?
Genius!
Genius.
Are you still thinking like that? You'll die if you fight me with any doubt left in your heart.
Whereas, I want to continue talking about this, but we're doing, like, a plot thing. I will say, Strikers is probably my favorite because even though it literally takes the same, like, the whole thing with, the Demiurge is that she's literally Yaldabaoth. Demiurge is another name for Yaldabaoth. However, I like the build-up for it a bit better because she is literally directly a man-made creation who betrays the human who wants to, like, fulfill his dream for the sake of her own manifested dream of what the people want over, like, what I think is best for the people instead of what the people actually desire. It's not like Yaldabaoth where he's granting their wishes. It's, I've seen that people like when, like, it was the argument of using, like, the Siri equivalent with Emma to answer all their questions. Some people do become very heavily reliant on other people's opinions and answers for their questions rather than searching for them themselves, but not everyone is like that, and even the people who made her make that distinction and recognition of, yeah, this isn't actually really what I wanted. It's not I'm a holier being. It's literally an entity that is claiming to be a god, not a god that was brought into existence by a collective desire. Like, it's still very similar, but I don't know, I just feel like it's structured a lot better because it's not I actually am a god, it's I've decided that I'm going to be a god.
I've decided to be a god. Except.
Yeah.
If you want the pact with Origin, then you must defeat me.
Presea in the corner.
Pasea's like peeking in.
So, that's your way.
Poor Nagi. I actually
Everyone,
liked her throughout
leave this to
Q2. It was when she revealed herself to be Enlil. Like, when we were in the what was the 4th dungeon and I knew there was gonna be a 5th, I was like, okay, she has said literally fucking nothing this entire time. And this has never been about her, so she's either secretly the villain or she just exists. Or it's something more like Zen and Rei, which it was not, which I don't even know at this point if I would have wanted it to be like that, because I feel like if it was, I would have made complaints that it's too similar to Q, but honestly, I'm
Doe
really
didn't
not sure.
say a lot.
Hmm?
Doe didn't say a lot.
No, he didn't, but that was because he was the shadow subconscious manifestation of Hikari's dad. And who he'd give himself away if he said words.
You're going to fight alone?
Oh.
You're about to witness something remarkable.
Keep that in your mind. You're about to witness something remarkable.
The sight of your own son surpassing you. Lloyd is our hope.
Get ready!
I'm not gonna hold back.
Oh, so it's
I know.
Mm-hmm.
1-on-1.
I won't either.
Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this.
Oh,
Where is it?
Demon Fang. Ying!
Rising Falcon!
Fierce Demon Fang!
Rising Falcon!
Lightning Blade!
Rising Falcon!
Lightning Blade!
Why doesn't he stagger? Oh, there we go.
Lightning Blade! Double Demon Fang!
Something remarkable.
Super Lightning Blade!
Oh, well, now you're on TP.
It's okay.
What are you gonna do now?
I'll eat a pineapple shell.
Thunderblade!
And do it again.
Falcon!
I'm gonna do it again.
Grave!
Oh,
Lightning Blade!
oh, you're
Ah!
getting comboed.
Lightning Blade!
We've gone comboed.
Run! Yeah, he's a really tough fight. So the...
Rising Falcon! Rising
Well, I wish I could help.
Rising Falcon!
Rising Falcon.
There!
So,
Take this.
something remarkable, right?
Rising Falcon!
Grave!
Guardian!
Oh,
Demon Fang!
oh.
Rising Falcon!
It's over.
Something remarkable.
Congrats, Lloyd, you killed your dad.
Oh, Führer? Führer is an innocent sin. He did not show up in Eternal Punishment. I knew of his existence, though, because a lot of people told me about what was going on in alignment with, or rather, some people told me a lot of what was going on in the innocent sin side.
You've grown strong.
Steven?
What?
YHVH. I have seen YHVH. But yeah, something remarkable. Rising Falcon.
Rising Falcon.
Rain in swimsuit. You're about to witness something remarkable. Does a double backflip off of a diving board. 10 points. But yeah, that's the strategy. Kratos is so hard and he can combo lock you so easily, but most of his combos will miss because Lloyd is a safe distance away at the start of Rising Falcon. And if he tries using something like Demon Fang, you're in the air.
Oh.
So that's the strategy.
Hard counted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't deal with his son's sudden ability to fly.
Thanks to you.
Aren't you going to finish me?
I've defeated Kratos the Angel, the one who betrayed us. And I forgive Kratos, the hero of the ancient war, who helped us. That's all.
And I thought I'd finally earned the right to die. But you're as soft-hearted as ever.
Hold on. You can't be... Are you going to break the seal?
That is what you desire, is it not?
But then you'll...
Oh. Why is Regal standing on the platform?
Ewan! Where did you come from?
Don't worry, he's alive.
I gave him some of my mana. Dad! Kratos! Are you really okay?
Oh no, he nearly said the D word.
Looks like I failed to die once more.
You stupid jerk! You can die anytime, but when you die, that's the end. You want him to live in eternal damnation? Who said anything like that? What will you accomplish by dying? Nothing. There is no meaning in dying.
You're right. To think I had to have my son teach me such an obvious lesson.
Kratos! Kratos will be fine. Form the pact with Origin.
Oh. Do we have to fight this one now?
Yes. Now, I don't remember if you have to see the final scene, but I really also want to fight another boss. I completely forgot about it.
You lack the right.
But this is Origin.
Hello,
I have
Origin.
lost faith in all things. Have you come here to disappoint me as well?
Why do you have 4 arms?
Are you bound by a pact to Mithos?
My pact with Mithos was broken the moment I was freed. Never again shall anyone make use of my power.
Even if we make a vow, we need the Eternal Sword.
I want to use the Eternal Sword to reunite the two worlds and revive the giant Carlon tree. Unless we do something, the worlds will never stop vying for mana, and everyone will suffer.
That situation was born from the weakness of creatures who are unable to accept those that are different.
That
Should
may
we,
be true, but mistakes can be corrected.
Should we what?
Should we not tell him that we're the ones who separated them as well?
Well, 2 people are among them. I think he knows about Kratos and Ewan at this point.
Some things cannot be corrected.
Even so, we have to do everything we can.
Exactly. I'm not gonna give up. From the moment they are born, everyone has the right to live. I want to reclaim that. Humans, elves, half-elves, dwarves, and even summoned spirits.
And Centurions, but they don't exist yet. I'm not supposed to know they exist.
Everyone
What?
has a right to life.
Symphonia 2.
Oh.
There's like an extra
about-
bit of lore where another side to the summoned spirits exists called a Centurion, who is a type of demon from the underworld that controls the population of monsters in an area. When the worlds were split, Ratatosk, the leader of the Centurions, was sealed away by Mithos, and the Centurions themselves went into slumber, which is why the whole monsters don't exist in the flourishing world thing got, like, an explanation, quote-unquote, for in this
Yeah.
game. The concept
Okay.
is cool. I actually like the world building that Symphonia 2 brings to the table with the Centurions. Also, most of the Centurions that you see are designed really cool. I like the way they look. Too bad you don't see more than 3 of them.
No.
Origin.
One of them being
For almost 100 years, I
Ratatosk.
thought that the only way to save this world was to cling to Mithos' ideals.
I feel like if that game was given a little more time and a little more love, it would have actually been, like, really, really good. But it's kind of more like, I really don't like the plot that it has, but
Yeah.
I do
Um,
like the original characters, and I like the Centurions.
Then we would have had a Symphonia 3.
I don't think this world needs a Symphonia 3, much less wants one.
Just as you once agreed with Mithos' ideals, I too thought his was the only way.
You give it enough love? Well, that's what's important. I don't hate the game. I've played worse, that's for sure, but there's a lot of parts of it that are rough. I feel like it would have done better if the said Persona. Oh my god, I'm so
Wait.
help. If the Symphonia 1 cast, like, wasn't as present, if at all. Like, I think it would have been a more interesting take if maybe it was a bit further in the future, and some of them were, dead.
What?
Because the thing is that as soon as you get to the end game and the whole Symphonia 1 cast is, like, there, other than the whole plot of the main character actually secretly being Ratatosk, he and Marta take a complete backseat to them interacting with each other, and it's just not fun anymore at that point. Because it's like, I can't tell if they want to tell a story with these new characters, or if they want to have, like, a cool reuniting sequel with the original, like, the first game's cast. And it's like, they're fighting for attention, and you can feel it. You can tell. So
Yeah.
I feel like if not every single one of them had to show up at the end, it would have been better. Or hell, they never just... like, they could be alive, but they never join your party. Because the game really limits itself by them doing that. Because humans take priority over the monsters that you tame, but the human characters that aren't Emil and Marta don't have exchangeable equipment and don't level up.
Huh.
It's so bizarre.
Weird.
It is different.
Oh.
He taught me that in order to change something, you must do it yourself. It is not enough to merely rely on someone else and go along with their ideals.
That being said, I like Emil. They're cute. And I like the other original characters that are brought to the table, like Dex and Alice and Richter.
You
But they, like...
the right of summoning. Make your vow.
They're so non-existent at times that it's just sad.
Origin, then...
I will try once more to believe in people. I shall do my duty in order to create a world you speak of. A world in which everyone can live equally.
I, Sheena, have but one vow. To reclaim a world in which everyone can live freely. A world in which no life is sacrificed meaninglessly. That's all.
Then we shall create a pact upon that vow. Now fight!
But, oh. How many weapons does he need?
Oh no.
Oh no,
Oh,
one of
no.
us has to change.
Yeah. That or we cry. And have no healer.
We can't have no healer.
What did I think of Philemon? It was cool. I didn't see much of him. He kind of makes some interesting life choices, and there's that very bizarre moment where he, like, takes his mask off after Tatsuya punches him, and he has Tatsuya's face. It's like, what? I think it's supposed to be implied because Philemon and Nyarlathotep exist because humans do. So they're since their existence is bound to the existence of humanity, it's like Philemon is the physical representation of all the positive sides of humanity, whereas Nyarlathotep is the physical manifestation of things that people don't like about humanity. Hence, and with the introduction, I assume if one didn't already use the term shadows, he is literally the king of shadows.
Wait, Poseidon's got 5,000 HP now.
When did that happen? You want to try it? If we die, it'll suck, but...
Okay. Wait, oh, yeah. Yeah, if we die... Uh-oh.
I'll use it.
You ready for this? Demon Seal!
Oh my god, Demon Seal! If I die, it's Regal's fault? Why is it his specifically? Honestly, this might work. Until he goes an overlimit, this might work. Ramesh!
Oh my god.
Okay, I have healing skills, so I will heal. Yeah, he's already at half. We're doing fine.
Teleports
just-
behind you.
Oh, ooh, that almost got me. Okay, he's in overlimit now, so he's not gonna stagger.
Resolute and quick.
Chi healer.
That wasn't a very long overlimit.
No, we knocked out of him quickly. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Dang it, just when I was like, I can join the fray now! No. God damn it, Sheena!
Oh.
I didn't do anything!
That's that.
Heart audibly button mashing.
What? I was doing advanced combos.
Pact Maker Sheena and Lloyd, I place my power in your hands. With that power, transform the Eternal Sword into a blade to save all life. However, the Eternal Sword remains, as by Mithos' pact, unusable by those who lack the blood of elves. You must master the sword by your own power, and forge a new bond with it.
Why not Genus? That was a giggle saying I know what's gonna happen.
Okay, I need to see. Okay,
Advanced combo.
after I assume this is a diamond. I'm putting that on. It's mine.
You did it, Lloyd!
Oh. Genus just died. Oh.
There's no time. I'll take your body.
No!
No, it's Mithos. He survived in the Crucius Crystal. Lloyd's body will be taken over unless we do something.
So, character with highest affection gets possessed by Mithos.
I'm going to borrow your sister's body.
Oh.
And for some reason, they decided that Mithos' voice would come out of whoever gets possessed at first. Imagine the fun, the smile on my face as I cringed in fear as child Mithos' voice comes out of Regal Bryant. I was like, that's
We promised that we'll go on a journey
That
together
smug
where
face.
The world is reunited.
Let her go!
What do I care? I'm leaving this filthy world behind.
Bye, Vane.
Oh,
Anime? Oh wait, no, not anime.
it is anime.
Oh, it is anime.
That's the Tower of Salvation.
Oh my god, it's a rocket. Oh. Oh.
The Tower of Salvation is collapsing.
It's Mithos. He sealed off the route to Darius Karlan.
Damn. We'll evacuate the elves for now. The entire village will be destroyed unless we do something.
Can't you teleport, Ewan? Can't he just do that?
I mean, he can fly. Why am I running around as— oh, because we were walking around as Sheena. Or not Sheena, we were walking around as Rain. Do you want to walk around as Sheena now, I guess?
I guess. Gosh, someone's buried in the ground. Oh. Oh.
You saved me! Thank you so much!
Abandoned us, though. Gosh.
Make sure there's nobody hiding back here. Searching for Rain.
Professor, damn it. I failed to protect her. I wonder if she's alright.
Said that.
It's Mithos we're talking about. I don't think he'll hurt a fellow half-elf. Yeah, Mithos wouldn't do anything like that, right? So what we need to do now is get the Eternal Sword as quickly as we can. If we don't stay calm and rational, the Professor will laugh at us. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it's basically like, once you lock that person in, when the one that Lloyd's like, yeah, when this journey's over, we'll travel together. It doesn't matter if you do anything that will raise another person's affection. That individual is locked in, because that person has to be locked in, because you can't change who Mithos possessed halfway through the quest to save the person.
Oh.
So it's basically the game confirming, like, yes, this is the person. You've decided this.
You failed to tell me this.
I just didn't... Well, why would I tell you? It's like, oh yeah, whoever we choose, they'll get possessed by Mithos.
Just saying.
Just putting it out there.
Help me.
If Kratos can magically appear in the Temple of Darkness, possession targets should be able to magically change. I think that's just like a technological oversight.
No, they have a point.
No, the item shop!
Wait, so if Kratos is highest affection there, or is that impossible?
Oh, if Kratos is the highest affection when you go to Heimdall, he's the one who talks to you. And he's the one who talks to you the night before you fight him. And the conversation is much the same, and Kratos is like, sure, whatever. But then, obviously, he doesn't actually end up dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets possessed. Of course, in order for Kratos to be the highest affection, or as a possibility to get locked in this sense, Zelos, like we've already talked about, you have to talk to Kratos in the Flanor scene, which means Zelos dies.
Yeah.
However, you can have Zelos die and Kratos not be the highest affectioned individual by this point.
Worst outcome. Everyone dead ending.
And he's not the highest affection by that point. So somebody else can be possessed, but because Zelos dies, as you saw the Flanor scene with Kratos, it doesn't change the fact that
where's this last elf?
probably inside. You're in a building. Maybe the Elder is in here. Oh, yeah, he probably is. Yep.
Oh. Hey, what are you doing? Get out of here. We cannot leave without the others of this village. I'll remain in this village until the end. We're evacuating the remaining people. So run, now! I can't believe I'm being saved by humans and half-elves. How can you say things like that at a time like this? Yes, we may have been foolish. I entrust my villagers to you.
Completely forgot you had to go inside this building. Okay, cool. We should leave.
Leave quickly.
Yes. I did it out of order because I forgot the Elder just chills in his fucking house.
Oh.
Another scene. The tower crumbles.
And it's gone.
And with it, the barrier that hid Darius Carlon from the rest of the world dissipates. That's how close Darius Carlon has been.
Is it gonna fall on us?
It's actually trying to separate. But yeah, no, usually planets don't... They're not that close.
What is that?
Really?
That is Darius Carlon.
Impossible. How can a planet exist in such close proximity?
It is the eternal
Why-
sword that makes the impossible possible. It was hidden by the protective barrier projected from the Tower of Salvation, but it has always existed there for 4,000 years.
Yes,
Didn't you die?
and now Mithos, with the great seed in hand,
She's also not speaking in all caps.
is trying to leave this land and take Darius Carlon with him.
Or roboty?
You're feeling better?
Yes. Wait a minute. Darius
Oh.
Carlon is a massive man.
Oops.
What?
I pressed F5 and F6 to hide us for the scene, but I forgot to bring us back when it was over. Crimson Head Elder.
And the great seed is the seed of the giant tree, right? If he takes both of them, what's gonna happen to this world?
The world will die due to insufficient mana.
This is a much bigger problem than reuniting the worlds.
What the hell are you guys talking about? Our friend just got kidnapped. What are we gonna do, Lloyd?
What else? We're going after Mithos.
But the Tower of Salvation was destroyed.
Use the Eternal Sword. If you really made a pact with Origin, the sword will surely respond to you. With its power over time and space.
But Altessa is not well enough to move. Who's going to craft the Ring of the Pact? Dad.
Dirk?
Yeah, he's our only hope. We'll go to Silverant.
Wait,
Oh,
I'm going with you.
All right.
so will Darius Carlin appear over Silverant as well? Or-
Yes, the pink haze in the sky is Darius Carlon.
Looks pretty though.
It does. It looks like a reverse sunset. Or sunrise, I guess, in this case. Reverse, whatever.
Wait,
Because it's not passing over the horizon, so the pinkest part isn't where the sun is vanishing. It's in the middle of the sky.
I don't understand why body snatching was a huge trend in the 2000s. The 2000s is a weird time, you have to remember this.
Dirk! It's
Wait,
bad!
wait, the sky's blue. Look. Oh, okay.
Shh.
I'm sorry.
You want me to forge the Ring of the Pact? A dwarf who's losing his skills by living on the surface?
There's no one else. The dwarf that has the skills is unable to move.
Dad, please.
I've gathered all of the necessary items.
Wait. Does Duck know Kratos is Lloyd's dad or not?
Not right now.
Oh.
So, it be
This is
revealeth
adamantite for polishing.
all the times that we crossed paths with Kratos while in Tetheala was him gathering the stuff to make the Ring of the Pact.
Yeah.
What's this piece of wood?
Is this sacred wood?
This must fuel the fire.
The save thing in the corner.
Is that why you were traveling all over Tetheala?
Oh.
To prepare all of this?
I see. So everything is set. I can't very well refuse after you've gone through so much trouble now, can I? And I suppose it won't hurt me to help out my dearest son. After all, I'm his son.
Oh. 2.
So remember
Vow number one.
Remember that one thing where, at the beginning of the game, where Lloyd is like, "It's okay, Colette. I think it's cool that you have two dads." Frank is no less your dad than, Remiel is. it's not weird. And it's not like one is more your dad than the other. You just have two now. And now we're at the end of the
Lloyd
game.
now has two dads.
Lloyd has two dads. The one who raised him and the one who made sure he didn't die throughout the journey.
Alright, let's do it.
And who is more directly responsible for his existence.
That generally does help.
Dad! Kratos! What's wrong?
He almost did it again.
Lloyd, you've really grown stronger.
So yeah, this is what it is. Because Zelos is alive, Kratos can't be in the party. You can't have both.
I never expected you to be able to inflict such a serious wound on my angelic form.
I am too injured. I cannot join. I am sorry.
Take this, and stop Mithos. I don't think I'll be able to help you anymore.
Okay.
That's a marvelous blade. I doubt you have a sword in your possession to match it.
Really?
Take this with you. It's a present I promised you.
So, this is the sword. The flamberge that Kratos had been using after, you know, the angel stuff was revealed. Every time he was in the party,
Yeah.
he had unchangeable equipment, and that was the sword. And then this other sword that Lloyd's other dad made.
Now that you've grown all up, I can entrust you with the greatest sword I ever forged.
Amazing.
Wait, so you can't have two redheads in the
Become
party?
even stronger with these two swords.
No, you can't.
Thanks, Dad. And Kratos.
The
You
material
can just say
blade.
thanks, Dad. You can just say thanks, Dad, and it covers both of them.
On you.
Yeah, thanks, dads.
I have great dads. One made a ring for his son using the lost arts, and another risked his life to protect his son in secrecy.
Yeah, you've got great parents.
My dads are awesome.
Yeah. Well,
I love my dads.
Dad.
It's the Eternal Ring.
Everyone, let's go.
Look at the sky.
Look at the sky. Wait, give me a second.
Look,
The material blade. Whoa!
fire,
It
nice.
sucks, but
Oh no.
we're gonna equip it anyway.
Why? Do we need it? Is it forced?
That's the. Remember how I was saying how we probably all have Mystic Arts now? It doesn't really tell you, but we've crossed that threshold for it. Yeah. I just realized there's a huge issue to having Rain be the highest affection. Our
What?
primary healer is gone.
Look at the sky, it's blue. Okay.
Swords from two fathers.
No idea my father had put a sword like this for me.
That was really nice of him.
It must be a great feeling to receive a sword from each of your two fathers. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Wait. We forged it, now what?
Okay, Eternal Ring. You can't equip the Eternal Sword without this ring. Ooh. Why give it to anyone else when you can give it to the people you're using?
Yeah.
Alright, oh yeah, and the diamond. Oh, my moonstone. Wait, what was my other thing? Oh. But the diamond is so good. Look at how good that is!
What
It's
are you gonna
mine!
do? Oh.
You can have what I had before. Well, let's see. What did I give you? What did I have? It was one of these, right? Yes, it was the Moonstone. It ups your intelligence, but it's really just so you have more TP.
Hmm.
Because I get mine back really quick. You, not so much. So now you have 555. That's pretty cool.
Poseidon's just gonna be the best at everything.
Yes. Okay, I may boot Sheena out so that way Zealous can at least do some healing. Alright. Now to where the Tower of Salvation was.
Do we have to go through its rubble?
Yes.
Glad the stairs still work.
The only thing left is that dais. Dais? Whatever.
It's the Eternal Sword.
Lloyd, are we ready? This might be our last battle. There's nothing else to do! I mean,
Yeah,
Abyssion, but once we get, like, the warp that'll let us just leave the dungeon, of course I'm going to use it.
We got
Grind
the
to
sword.
max level.
I'm good, thanks.
One thing to do now. But they've separated.
Fire and ice. Oh.
Eternal Swordsman.
Ta-da.
So now, these have the power of the Eternal Sword.
Oh.
You who possess the new right, what do you ask of me?
Carry us to Darius Carlin. To where Mithos and our dear friend are.
Understood.
Here we go, everyone.
Let's go!
Who spoke? Just the sword?
I think that was supposed to be Origin.
Oh.
Look at those textures. And we are in Darius Carlon.
Ta-da! We are in the void.
Yes.
In the 3D world.
Yes.
Budget.
Excellent dodging. Next gem level 3. Oh, hello.
Oh.
We have no choice but to fight.
Oh, why is Regal here? Wait. Why is Zealous here?
I switched him into the party.
I don't remember this.
I bet he's healing himself, yeah.
How selfish.
Ready for this? First aid.
Okay, he's the only one left.
Oh.
Redemption still eludes me.
That might be better than... That might be better than...
Something else?
Yeah. I mean... I want Crescent Dart and Moon. Heaven Rising is not bad. But I wonder if... Instead of Wolverine, I do Dragon Talon. Yeah, Dragon Talon's probably better. Because it doesn't end in an air move. Make sure this is not the way I'm supposed to... That way. Because there's treasure afoot. And you can't go back here once you reach a certain part.
No.
This is gonna be a piece of
Did
cake.
Colette rename every dog? I thought I had done that. Colette's is supposed to be automatic, but it hasn't tripped yet.
Ready for this? First aid.
Beast.
Crescent Dark move.
Oh, I did a lot of damage there.
Ready for this? First aid. Heavy tiger blade. Like that?
That's such a good move.
Crescent Dark move. Eagle
Right.
Resolute infliction.
Oh,
That
we just keep everyone in the air.
Mm-hmm. It's nothing. Ah.
Reinforcements, huh?
Resolute infliction.
I jumped over my target. No.
Resolute infliction. Die. Resolute infliction.
Here I come. Oh,
No.
Pick the wrong guy to mess with.
oh, good catch, Lloyd.
An
You got me
excellent
worried
catch.
there.
Yeah. The weapon form manifestations of fire and ice are not to be treated lightly. There is nothing here?
Wow. Did we just get bamboozled?
Maybe?
we have no choice but to.
I'm killing that one.
Wow.
It made a very strange sound.
Like that? Ready for this?
First aid.
Resolute infliction.
Zelos will earn his higher healing skill eventually, yes?
Hopefully.
Still eludes me.
Dead end and all I found was a skull. Yes.
Hey, it gave XP. That's all
Yeah.
that matters.
It was worth it.
Copium.
What a fun place, Walgaia.
Oh. Z, this is completely unrelated, but we didn't mention Life Weaver once.
Oh, yeah. Okay, actually, though, the joke that was came up in a discussion of some of my friends that were talking about it, because he can pull people back, he can keep dumb Reinhardt's or like misplayed Reinhardt charges from SDing. And Fisk was like, so many reports of like gameplay sabotage are going to get called because it's going to look so unnatural to see Ryan charge you, you dodge it, and then right before he falls to his death, he just gets sucked back like, nope, you're not falling off the map today. Hello, Phantom Knight.
I don't know. I am fearful for the bad ones who are gonna like
Oh yeah,
pull
no.
you in because you're overextending, but in reality you're like one hit off from getting a kill, and they've just let them escape.
Yeah, people... That's another thing for gameplay sabotage, is that they were worried that, intentional griefing and accidental, like, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
I'd not be surprised if it happens.
A Genji's gonna dive, a Life Weaver's gonna pull the exact same moment as he blades and gets nano.
Yeah, and it's like, no! Real quick. There we go. Stop targeting the thing I'm targeting. You're making it harder to hit it. I can't hit this guy from the front at all.
Ready for this? First
I'm almost in over limit, but I don't think I have enough TP to do anything.
Try not to go over limit then.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this next fight and I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Oh.
No!
Go on, finish
And
it.
then they killed him! No! I might have actually had enough to do it! You asshole, Zelos! Well, I actually killed it apparently, but he did a hidden. That's the That's kind of the joke. Is that he either kills it and then casts it on nothing, or he misses just anyway because it overshoots. It's such a silly mystic art.
Z.
Hmm.
I've got a nosebleed. Can you entertain for a couple minutes? Please?
Yes! Okay! Ah!
Thank you.
Oh goodness. Well, hello everyone. It's only been an hour and a half? Gosh. Whew. I love how we've had nearly 2 million for a while now, and we've never needed any of it. But yeah. We're in the not quite the final dungeon. And it's pretty cool. I don't know what to say. I mean, obviously there's still a bunch of, like, extra stuff that we have to do. There's still some costumes. We can't physically give more to Lewin. Won't let us. We got a couple of costumes. We've got a, there's Abyssion finishing the Devil's Arms specifically. There's another hidden boss fight that I would like to do that we weren't able to do. Still can't do, actually, until we get a specific item. There's red light, green light. There's still the Colosseum. Still really not sure if I'm gonna do that. How's Tales of Symphonia going? It is going good, actually. It's not my first playthrough, but it's a first cycle save, so... It's Heart's first playthrough, though.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry about that.
I'm pretty sure, unless you were, like, that type of lizard with the self-defense mechanism of filling its eyes with blood and then squirting them at his enemies, that you did not do that on purpose.
Nah, I get, for some reason, I get random nosebleeds every 6 months, and then every 6 months I'll just have nosebleeds for a week, and then I'll be fine again for another 6 months.
I had classmates that would have nosebleeds occasionally, like a lot, actually.
Yeah, that was me. That was me in school.
Actually, that reminds me of the what was it on Twitter or Tumblr or whatever? Somebody like openly admitted that they got nosebleeds a ton as a kid. So they could, like, tell when one was about to start, and, like, in middle school, They turned to, like, a classmate and said, "Hail Satan," right as they started bleeding from their nose, and traumatized the poor child sitting next to them, and I was like, oh my god.
Mine's not that accurate, but, like, I can tell. Like, oh no, I smell blood. There's gonna be a nosebleed soon, and like that day there will be a nosebleed. But yeah,
I just thought it was so funny. It's like, oh my god, you evil child. Cause it's like, can you imagine being like middle school age? You're like what? Anywhere between 12 to maybe 15. And somebody just turns to you and says that, and then they start bleeding from their nose, and you're like, oh my god. I would be horrified. But hearing it happen to someone else is just really funny. That poor kid, though.
You want to tussle, huh?
I'm gonna go after this one.
Oh gosh, that was a camera.
Oh, the little wiggle.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I did that. I was that kid who'd get nosebleeds. I was that kid who also threw up on school trips as well. Because I got travel sick.
eat something, I do
Don't
get
blame
motion
us.
sickness.
We have no choice.
I don't know why. Like, if there's just nothing in my stomach and I'm sitting in a car, I'm like, I am going to throw up. And we have to stop. It's like, oh!
I'm tired of this.
It's why I can't live in America. I'll get trouble sick so much.
It's because of the... It's like your body is moving, but your like subconscious mind can't make the connection that you're moving that quickly. So it like throws your insides out of whack because your stomach is like, holy shit, we're going so fast! But your brain is just like, no, we're not. Yeah.
We're moving, they're prepared for moving speeds, and they're like, no, we're not moving.
We're sitting stationary, what are you talking about? And the rest of your body is like, no!
Blech.
That's how it is if I haven't eaten.
That's just me all the
Don't
time.
hate me 'cause I'm
I interrupted what Zealous was about to say.
beautiful.
Oh, okay. He is beautiful.
I mean, he's
In
not.
that clothing, we can't deny.
Yeah, it's very flattering.
Wow.
Food distracts me from the motion sickness. Maybe.
Look at Mr. President strutting his stuff.
Shut up, Lloyd.
I have to like stare directly in front, and I can't even look at my phone, which makes car rides very boring.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is for me when I haven't eaten. Oh, it's like the only way to avoid this is to look forward.
Yes. Because
Or
for some reason
sleep.
that saves it.
For
Who
me,
knows why?
sometimes taking a nap in the car will save it. If I
Oh,
close
I've
my
yeah.
eyes, I just go to sleep. It's like, oh, okay, this is much more manageable.
Yeah. I mean, I've whenever I know we're going for a long drive, I purposely like stay up the night before so I can like I purposely have a bad night's sleep so I can sleep in the car.
Yes.
But apparently that's frowned upon when I'm behind the wheel, so I won't do that again.
I've done that. I've fallen asleep while driving.
I don't care.
Oh no.
Never by myself, though.
Oh no.
But my
Did you have
mother-
to be shaken awake?
It was kind of like, they saw me kind of like veering a little, and they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, ah! Sorry, I wasn't conscious for like 30 seconds.
Oh my god. I just want to be clear, I don't have a driving license, I can't drive.
I
Before
do have a
someone comes
driver's
after me.
license.
You allegedly fell asleep.
It was on a two-way road that didn't have a lot of traffic on it, so even if I had driven off the road or over the line, the likelihood that I would have hit anyone would have been extremely low. We probably would have just gone into a ditch, which wouldn't have been great, but...
It would be great, but yeah. Sorry, gotta let my cat out.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out which way I'm supposed to go.
I am up and down today, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine.
We have no choice but to fight.
I love when there's so many, like, entities that can speak in a fight that you can't really tell. That's worse than falling asleep on a roller coaster. Maybe. It wasn't for very long.
I mean...
My aunt fell asleep on it long enough that she rode it twice.
Did they not just wake her up?
They didn't know.
What?
They didn't
What
notice
kind
that
of
she didn't
safety
get
is
up.
that?
So she rode a roller coaster twice, asleep.
Okay.
This is the same person who didn't have a key to her parents' house, when she visited, got there really late, rang the doorbell twice. They had both already gone to sleep. So she just, like, curled up on their doormat and took a nap.
Oh my god.
They have to check the restraints. They do. But I wonder if it was, like, just not busy and they were like, eh. In which then that's horrible.
Letting this person ride again because they're asleep, haha.
Yeah, something like that. Like, oh yeah, make sure they're strapped in fully, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, almost all theme parks here have, like, auto-disengage locks or whatever.
Yeah, either it wasn't that intense, or they saw her and was like, yeah, just make sure she's locked in. I don't want to bother with trying to wake her up. We're on, like, a time schedule. This is busy. We get more people onto the next ride, and then some, by not wasting time trying to get this woman up, than just making sure she doesn't fall off of it when she rides it again. Was it me or my aunt who fell asleep walking? It was me. I veered forward very sharply mid-stride, because I was falling asleep, and then I caught myself before I ate the carpet.
How tired were you?
Very.
I've fallen asleep in voice calls before.
I've fallen asleep while streaming.
Do I remember this or am I making it up?
Why are you in such a
I don't
hurry
know.
to die?
Has it happened recently? Did that happen recently or?
No, it was last year.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't have known then.
I was playing Disgaea 2, I think? I didn't have a VOD supermodel at that point. I just got really silent and did nothing for, I think, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, guys, I fell asleep. There was another time later where I was also very tired, and I knew I was, like, either not gonna get anything coherent out or do anything of value, so I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna go to the BRV screen, and I'm just gonna take a nap for, like, 20, maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll be back! And that's exactly what I did. I went to the BRV screen, muted myself, and then laid down. Set an alarm. And I was like, thank you for understanding, I feel much better after that. But yes, I did take a nap in the middle of a stream once. I haven't been crazy like those like multiple day 24-hour stream subathon things where they're like, all right, I'm gonna have my camera on and you're gonna watch me sleep because
Ha ha ha. No, that's weird.
I mean, people do it. Yes, I also
That's
picked someone up
still
to
weird.
Yeah, I had to leave stream to pick someone up from the doctor's office.
I hope I never do fall asleep on stream because I apparently sleep talk sometimes, so...
I also do that.
Oh no.
But it's like, not coherent in the sense that it's like gibberish, but it's like a sentence, but the sentence structure, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But people do really weird shit sometimes when they sleep. There was a time where I was in a class with somebody and they fell asleep during like a presentation type of like, the teacher pulled up like a video for them to watch. I think it was like history or something. And applause went off in the video and he was asleep. So he just started clapping too and everyone looked at him like, dude, what the fuck? And he was asleep. And he was clapping in his sleep because he heard clapping. And joined in.
Oh, there's that video of like the whole office just around a woman that's asleep at her desk and they all just start clapping. And she wakes up so surprised and just starts clapping random along with everyone as well.
You're so disoriented when you're like freshly awake. I think I wake up fairly quickly, but there's always that like few seconds of where am I? Especially if you were having a dream.
I take a while to wake up.
We have no choice but to fight.
I'm bad at that.
As expected.
Yeah,
Like-
you're like
like-
so disoriented that you can like form something coherent, but your brain is still half asleep, so you just like ignore it. One time someone woke you up. They called you on the phone and woke you up, asked if you wanted to go out to eat, and you apparently said, "But there's food here," and hung up. You probably went straight back to sleep, which is probably why you don't remember. Because I've done that to Fisk before, where I'll like go into the room and I'll be like, "Hey, it's time to get up," and she's like, 5 more minutes, and then I'll come back 5 minutes later, and I'll wake her up again, and she'll go like 5 more minutes, and I'm like, "I gave you 5 more minutes 5 minutes ago," and she's like, "The fuck are you talking about?"
Yep. Like, my mum sometimes wakes me up for work, and she's like, "Come on, you gotta get..." I nearly said my real name there, oh my god.
It's fine. Fisk has done that once while thinking about things far in the past. Sometimes when you reminisce, you think your real name.
Yeah, but say, "Come on, time to go to school." I'm like, "Oh, just 10 more minutes," and she would say, "Oh, but I told you this 15 minutes ago," and you just have no memory of it.
It's like your
Ever
brain
happen.
doesn't care. It's like, that information is not important. What is important is getting more sleep.
Exactly.
Okay, don't walk on that. I remember from the last time I played, I was like, "Oh shit, I should have realized."
Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I have to play with one hand because I'm currently blocking my cat from jumping on my desk.
Is she still wet?
She is. She left, came back, and is now even more wet.
The fact that your cat does not care about being outside is amazing, because I've let Mila and Freddy out in the front when it rains to just like chill on the porch, and they'll take like one step, smell the rain in the air, maybe put their paw in a puddle and go, nah, no, I don't think so.
She doesn't mind the rain, it seems. I think she just likes being outside. You like defending the territory.
Yeah, we have such where we can't. I mean, I've already talked about this. Outdoor cats are like non-existent.
Yeah. Which here would be like, people will probably think you're doing animal cruelty if you've got an indoor cat.
Spell save. That's what we'll do. But yeah, for here, it's just because it's
Wild animals.
yeah, wild animals that they can get hurt by, and they can hurt. There are like, for places that don't have huge feral cat populations, there are still like actual ordinances and laws that like keep you from free roaming your pets, because they do destroy the ecosystem, because they'll kill birds, squirrels, and other small animals. So it's like, recently, our state passed a law, I think our specific county actually, but I think multiple counties have this. You can't tie out a dog in the front. Like, you can't put it on like a chain or a rope cord and just leave it in your front yard. You can't leave your dog out all day in your backyard either. However, when you go to public places, or when you do let your animal out for any amount of time, there are some areas that have a strict, like, it has to be on a leash. If it isn't, and someone calls, pest control or, like, animal control can take your animal away. It is law ordinance that if somebody finds a free roaming animal, even if it has tags, that they will take your pet and hold it at like a shelter or a pound until you go to get it, in which then you will pay a fine for not having your pet on a leash. or having it outside unsupervised.
Ah. Yeah, that's weird. I mean, there are like leash only areas in the parks and such here, but
Yeah, but like
nothing like fully.
if somebody finds a dog wandering the neighborhood and their county is like, yeah, call animal control, and animal control will pick the pet up, and if they're microchipped or have a tag, they will inform. Even if they don't, they will send out like a social media post saying, hey, we've picked up your animal, come get it, pay the fine. And I think they hold them for, at minimum, a week if the animal doesn't have, like, a tag or a microchip. In which then they're like, it's either a stray or the owners don't care, and then they are put into the system to be adopted. So, yeah, you gotta be somewhat timely as well. But it's like, case by case, place by place.
Yeah.
Some are different than others. Like, some towns, some cities will even have laws that you can't have a certain number of animals without, like, a special permit.
But what about my ant colony?
And, of course, there are places that'll have specific animals that are considered exotic, just illegal outright.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys ever, like, for school, did you ever get, like, a pet caterpillar? Just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there would be, like, a caterpillar or a group of caterpillars that would turn into butterflies, and then we'd let them go.
Yeah, we did that once, and my cat instantly caught it.
No!
And we told him no.
I'm just thinking about all the other times, just like a video on the internet of like this girl and her pug, like, look, it's a butterfly, and then the dog walks up and like and grabs it, and she's like, Bentley, no! It's like, oh, how unfortunate. I would be very upset if I was her age, I'll admit, but it's just kind of funny.
It's kind of funny. It's not nice, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah. There will be like other instances of that are just like really unfortunate. People who do that, like they'll rescue a wild animal and they'll take care of it and then they'll try to release it out in the wild. I feel bad for those people because depending on how they took care of it,
yeah,
they're not really suitable for the wild anymore. Because it's like, I was just reminded of, I don't usually watch a bunch of Point Crow, I usually watch his recorded stuff, but he had a YouTube stream where he went to a wildlife reserve, and the lady was very informative, and was like, the video is titled Point Crow Points Crow. If any of you are interested in watching the live stream on YouTube after the fact. The reason why it was Point Crow Points Crow is because the facility actually had a pair of crows that were not suitable for the wild because
they were raised for.
Yeah, one of them was raised by people after having fallen out of his nest. They realized that they couldn't care it, like they moved out, so they moved into a park, and the facility got called to pick him up because he was approaching people, like landing on people asking for food at a public park, and they were like, please take him. So yeah, he is very socialized with people, but he is also still a wild animal, and that combination is not good because it's a combination of it doesn't have domesticated animal etiquette, but it also cannot fend for itself at all whatsoever.
Because it just never had to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care for pointless bat.
The videos are kind of funny though.
They are.
They
It's like,
release something and it instantly gets picked up by a bird flying in.
yeah. Oh man, the one with the squirrel made me so sad. I would be so upset too. They were trying to get this squirrel that they, like, after it'd been injured, they were trying to return it to the wild. They're like, oh yeah, we made sure that he's nice and healthy. And they were putting him on the tree, like, you got this, and he climbed up maybe like 3 feet, and then a hawk just snatched it off the tree, and it's like...
Was it a baby squirrel, or...?
It was an adult.
Oh. I do not know the appetite of adult hawks, so...
I learned what a Western version of a fairy circle is, because hawks do it. When a fairy circle is when a hawk or other bird of prey catches a smaller bird, and because they don't want to swallow all those feathers, pluck all of the feathers off in a circular motion. So usually, even the bird will later carry the corpse off, you'll find these rings of just feathers. And I once came across one at my old house in my backyard. There was just a ring of blue feathers because a hawk had caught a blue jay. And I was like, what is that? And so I looked up, why do hawks pull feathers off in a circle? They don't really know, but apparently we call them fairy circles. That's what a fairy circle is. A hawk having recently dressed its current meal before carrying it off to eat it.
Damn, you guys wanted to tell the Symphonia stream, but now you're just getting bird back. Well, at least it stops the grind, being this boy.
Yeah. I mean, come on. The people who have been here since Persona 3 Fez know that that's just what I do. I just talk. Silence is unbecoming for grinding. It just is.
If there is silence, then there is death.
Yes. Cat toothbrush is best animal video you've seen in a while? I don't actually know what you're referring to. But it sounds like it'd be very funny, because cats are silly little guys.
Oh, is that where the guy was like, oh my toothbrushes been has gone all frayed recently, and he catches his cat rubbing their gums against his toothbrush.
Aw, ew!
Yeah.
No!
I think that might be it, but do tell me if I'm wrong.
Enemies.
Yeah, it's disgusting, but it's kind of funny.
It is very funny.
Have you gone on a subreddit called Animals Being Derps or Jerks or
I've seen
whatever?
There's like a Twitter that I don't follow it, but sometimes I'll see it where it's like animals going
Goblin mode.
Yeah, goblin mode, yeah.
Not even a contest.
I know, because it's appeared on my timeline.
Okay, we're gonna watch this together.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm streaming your desktop now. Oh.
This cat can't believe what the owner just did. That's great. Amazing.
That's not the video I was referring to in my head, but that's a pretty good video.
It's like the one where she's like, I don't know what she's saying because it's in a foreign language that I don't know, I'm sorry. And she puts the flower on the cat's head and it just like leans back and its eyes go super wide.
Oh.
But yeah, sometimes I'll just like,
You're just like,
It died.
It looks like it
The
is
comments translated it? Ah, okay. I forget what it was, though. I may have read it myself and just don't remember. But, I like just learning about animals. Like, learning that that New Zealand has not one, but two of the funniest looking flightless birds ever.
Kiwi.
This is gonna be cake.
And the kakapo, otherwise known as the owl parrot.
What did you just call it?
The kakapo.
How rude.
That's what it's called! They are, like, horrendously endangered, though. More so than even a kiwi. There's less than 100 in existence. And they don't keep well in captivity, so they're basically just kept on an island that isn't populated, like, off the coast.
Yeah.
Where they monitor them as best they can. But last, like, they recorded, especially due to how weird their, like, their behavior patterns, specifically when breeding and stuff is, there are, like, 25 that they know exist.
Oh.
Yeah. There are not very many of them, and it's very unfortunate because it's just a silly little guy.
Although, some animals don't deserve to exist.
And who might though? And what might those be?
Well, so I was watching a program, right, and it was about like sea creatures.
Oh yes, of course.
and it was like, oh, this one's like nearly extinct because it has a hard time breeding. It's like, oh, okay, maybe it's because like humans it endangers it. No, it's like got a 90% chance to eat its own spawn, and then it can only like mate with a very specific type of one, and then they might not even like it, and then it has to be upside down or what, like really stupid requirements. It's like, we might as well just let it die off then.
No.
If it's gonna be that difficult.
I mean, it reminds me of like the Atlas moth. What an unfortunate existence. Like cicadas are kind of like, yeah, they spend a majority of their lifespan underground as a pupa, and they just basically sleep. Then they crawl out of the ground and shed their pupae exoskeleton and become adults, in which then they immediately make a lot of noise, breed, and then lay their eggs and die. Atlas moths are very similar. They live on an island near Japan that is often absolutely destroyed by typhoons constantly. It's uninhabitable mostly to people, but this species of moth lives on quite comfortably.
Yeah.
Their lifespan is very similar. They hatch out of their egg, they, do as most caterpillars and other larva-staged creatures do, and they eat. They form their cocoon, they turn into a moth, they breed, and then they die. But it's a little different than cicadas in that they spent most of their lifespan. These moths could live as long as any other moth. The problem is their adult form doesn't have a mouth. So after they breed, they starve to death.
Like, honestly, some animals shouldn't exist.
What? They're super pretty though, and they're huge moths.
Anyway, story.
Most of the time, insects and other small creatures have really weird behaviors, mostly because they're, like, a prey animal. And that's sort of what the thing is, especially for cicadas. It's like, yeah, they all die anyway, but those that don't, and even those that do, get eaten by something else.
Yeah.
It was an important fun fact that, every other living thing, like, every other, living organism aside from plants. Well, even then, if everything but insects died, insects would live on Earth without us. But if all of the insects or bugs in the planet died, we would all die. That's how important they are. They don't need us, but we really need them.
That's not a fun fact. That's a sad fact. Can we play the game?
I'm sorry.
Lloyd, I'm sorry. It It looks like I'm gonna trouble you again.
Yeah, we got in a trap.
I mean, they got in the. Oh, well.
Help us!
They
Don't worry
disintegrated.
about me. Just take care of Mithos.
Also, now the audio starts to go on here.
So this is the... Lloyd! Get the Darius emblem! With it you can...
This device is not life-threatening. Please, don't worry.
Lloyd, as long as you're all right, we still haven't lost. You must get to the Great Seed.
Okay.
Guys!
Are they big enough to be Mothmen in an Atlas game? Their wingspan, if you put both of your palms, like, out, like lay them next to each other.
Uh-huh.
Most people, that would fit perfectly. Some would be bigger. Like, it's
Oh my
sitting
gosh.
on, like, the center where you've put your hands together. Its wingspan would go over the sides of your hand, the other sides of your hands. They're pretty large.
I don't like moths anyway.
Damn! What the hell is going on?
They're moth people. Yes.
What happened to everyone?
Everything is all right. I can feel the presence of your companions. They are somewhere in this city.
City?
All right, let's go.
We're in what?
Darius Carlin.
Darius Carlin, right. You know that city that we went to when Zeus, quote unquote, betrayed us at the time? With all the angels that were like kinda dead inside?
Yeah.
We're going back there.
I mean, does that count as a city? I guess. Oh, are we going back there?
Yep. Making our way, at least. Rain!
Let me go.
So, another thing. The person who gets possessed, fights off Mithos here.
Professor Sage. Of course. I will eventually return you to Genus, but right now...
Mithos! Get away from her!
How dare you, human! You son of Kratos! How dare you give me
Said it
orders?
like an insult.
Oh, what's going on?
Martel! How could you?
Human, your kind must not be allowed to live. How far are you willing to go to take control of the mana?
I'll never forgive you. You humans are all the same!
What's going on? Mithos! Ewan! Dad!
Lloyd, these images are Mithos' memory. Don't let them deceive you.
I was about to say, I don't remember this.
Why do you interfere? We both want the same thing! I just wanted to save the world and my sister!
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hello Z. Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
You disappeared.
You disappeared.
Oh, is Fujitech not working?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna hide you for now.
Okay, I'll do the same to you.
I don't know if you'll come back, unfortunately.
I am dead forever.
No! Bad gateway. Yeah, that sounds like Fujitech not working. That or something on our internet side of things just had a disconnect, but I don't feel like that would work like that.
No. I thought you dropped from Discord.
Yeah, no, I looked over at my chat and Jumpy went, "What happened to Heart?" And I looked over and saw the browser page, your connection working, cloud connection working, and then at the top it said bad gateway and you were nowhere to be seen. And I was like,
Anyway.
To have a world where no one will be persecuted.
Professor Sage, are you okay?
Lloyd! Yes, I'm fine. I'm so glad you came to rescue me. You've grown so strong.
You think?
Humans grow up so fast.
Oh yeah, because Lloyd has a
Not
crush,
like us.
right?
Yes. But yeah, I've seen this as Colette, I've seen this as Zelos, I've also seen this as Regal. It's great.
You'll eventually become an adult, and eventually you'll pass me by.
Professor, I suppose your lifespan is really long too, just like an elf.
Yes, I'll be able to teach your children, and their children, and their children's children for generations to come.
It's kind of awkward.
It's
Yeah.
strange when you think about it.
I'm
I
sorry.
remember your great
Now's
great
hardly
great
the
great
time to be
grandfather.
sentimental.
He was some
Where's
menace.
everyone else?
Right, that's not how ages work. Well, okay, they do something so similar in Graces. They have this character. I love her dearly. She's so adorable. But she's like essentially an artificial human being, so she doesn't age at all. It's basically Aegis, but like less weird. Because Aegis is at least like not sure what to do. Instead of fucking like, she has like this weird dream in the credits of the main game, and then you do the future arc, which isn't really even that far in the future. It's just like, what happens when all my friends die because I don't age? And then you fight the boss and beat it, and she's like, I just had a dream that I was playing with you and, I forget her name, Sherry's great-great-grandson. And I'm like, cool, you didn't need to tell me that because I see you as a daughter, but alright.
They got caught in a trap, and we all wound up separated.
I'm glad you're happy.
I see. I'm a little concerned that I can't remove this Crucius crystal, but right now it's more important to find everyone.
Okay, let's go.
I'm so happy you're back, Professor.
Well, it feels good to be needed.
There may be traps and puzzles ahead of us that I can't deal with.
You make it sound like I'm around for convenience.
No, it's not like that. And besides, we promised we'll go on a journey together after this, right? And that's why I'm really glad you're back.
I know. Yes, in order to fulfill our promise, let's make sure we all return alive to our world.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shit.
Absolutely.
Do you want to be Lloyd?
I don't mind, but probably yes.
Okay. Let's make this circle. Make this one revitalize. Make up resurrection. I'll keep photon. Keep that nurse. Maybe do Ray. Not that I think there's that many fights, if any, ahead of us. I just want to see if the voice acting gets all wonky like it did when I had Zelos or when I had Colette in Zelos's place. I think the only one that behaved normally when it wasn't Colette was the one where Regal and Colette swapped places, even though that's bizarre. They made it work, I
Yeah.
suppose.
This is well, Gaia.
It's becoming a ghost town. It must have been abandoned by Mithos.
Let's go. We have to stop Mithos.
I don't think I have a single clip of me playing this game when I played it the first time on stream. Just so
Oh.
unfortunate.
Ah, yes, I remember this place. Oh, everyone's in jail. I'm assuming that's jail.
Hello, Colette.
What the?
Where's Genus?
Why is the mayor?
Ah, okay.
Oh.
Yeah. this is originally supposed to be Rain and Genus, and instead of Remiel in the reflection, it's Rain's mother.
Oh, so we've lost out on a lot here.
A little. Again, like,
Oh.
when it's not Colette, because Colette is supposed to be the canon one, she just kind of has a stand-in role. I just want to see if the voice acting doesn't get wonky, because again, when Zelos and Colette traded places, sometimes Zelos' voice came out of Colette's mouth, and I was like,
Oh.
Be careful. It's an illusion.
You think I'm an illusion? This is exactly why everyone says half-elves are fools. Colette, you poor, poor chosen. A despised chosen who will destroy the world.
Remiel!
Half-elves have no place in this world.
They're linked by chosen title.
Why are you saying
Yes.
this whole thing?
They're able to project each other's voice through one another. Yes, of course.
Shut up, you failed chosen!
Humans and elves. Neither side wants us.
That's right. No one wants you. It is time for you to disappear from this world.
Like, kind of the reason why I did the Exire thing was because I wasn't sure if Rain was going to be the highest affection, and I wanted I wanted like a context thing, because she says, her mother says something along the lines of like, why do you think I abandoned you? Because it was too much pain to deal with taking care of you. You were nothing but a thorn in my side through your entire existence. But we would have known by doing the Exire thing that it was actually to protect Rain. But yeah, it's Remiel because it's Colette.
Die! There is no meaning for you to live. Disappear. Die, now!
Neither Genus nor I chose to be born this way. Yet...
It cannot be helped. He is a hated creature, unable even to become one of us.
No, you're wrong.
No,
Hello, Lloyd.
we are not wrong. Half-elves are despised and discriminated against for merely being alive. Our existence is a crime.
No, it's not the half-elves' fault.
But...
People who can't accept those who are different are the ones to blame. It's because of their weak hearts.
Oh.
Excuse me while I run through some glass.
Lloyd...
Now let's go.
Colette, help, I'm severely injured.
Just what would the failed chosen do upon returning? You lived in solitude because you were the chosen. None would approach you.
Colette, please, I've cut my hand.
She's like, I don't have any healing skills. And he's like, quick, Rain!
He saved me countless times.
That was because you were supposed to save the world, which you failed.
I'm also surprised they let Genus keep the cat's costume in jail.
It's true, I lived a lonely life. But that wasn't because I was the chosen. I didn't have the strength to approach anyone because I believed that I would die as the chosen. I'm gonna cast away that weakness. It's because I was the chosen and treated differently by everyone that I was able to meet Lloyd and my precious friends. I'm glad I'm the chosen. And I want to live as the chosen and save the world.
Ah.
Do you feel the same? Are you happy that you were born a half-elf?
That's ridiculous. There's no world for half-elves.
Because humans hate us, I hate humans.
Genus.
But I like you, Lloyd. And I like everyone we traveled with. Because I think they all like me.
You're an idiot. You're deluding yourself.
I'm the same. Just like those that hate half-elves, I get mad at humans and elves just for being who they are. That's just going to make them hate me more. My heart was weak too.
Is it a sin to be weak-hearted? Not everyone's strong. Not everyone can stand being despised.
Hey, you two.
Lloyd! Thanks for coming. I'm sorry.
Bless you.
I've been a burden on you again.
Thank you.
Keep checking to see if it fixed itself. I don't think it's going to.
Do tell me if it ever does.
Oh hey!
Don't worry about it. We're friends, right?
What
Hey,
is that?
What's this thing that just came floating down?
I don't know, neither does Lloyd.
They're fragments of a mirror. Maybe they're symbols of the weakness of our hearts.
You should hang on to it. It's proof that you guys beat that weird mirror.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Let's do that.
Mirror shard.
Wow. But they broke the mirror. Now I have like a few years bad luck.
No.
Off to save everyone else.
Yeah.
Are they all gonna be in the mirror? Maybe.
Save state here. Not that we need it. Not yet, at least.
Are you sure?
Yeah, we're good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm good. It's not any fights. Not until we get everybody back.
There was a black hole, Z. Z, I'm scared.
It's
Z,
fine.
are you sure?
I don't know why Colette called for us. Oh god, if we did that first, would Colette have called for us there too? Because this one is always so weird. I feel like if Colette replaces either of them, this one gets wonky.
Oh.
Hang on a sec. Do you hear a strange sound?
A strange sound?
It's you, Zelos.
We'll be sucked
Oh.
into the magic circle.
Oh, crap. Let's get the hell out of here. Ow!
What is this thing?
What's that thing down there?
Spooder.
What's the matter? You'll be caught unless you hurry up and run.
Such a pathetic sight, Zelos.
What? Why is Kuchinao?
It's gotta be an illusion. There's no way those two would be here.
You're so stupid. You've shut your eyes to reality for so long that you can't even tell what's real anymore.
You grew up in Mizuho, yet you still can't tell if I'm real or an illusion? You really are a failure.
It's so sad. How did someone so unworthy become the Chosen?
Oh, Lizar, the Fujitech thing kind of stopped working for both of us at the same time, so it's unfortunate.
Yes. Our reactive died, so she's here in spirit.
Yes.
It's no wonder he betrayed his friends.
Neither of you should have been born. Everyone would have been so much happier had you not been born. You brought misfortune upon the people of Mizuho.
I haven't brought misfortune to...
Can you really say you didn't? You, the coward who trembled before Volt and killed your comrades?
One betrayed his friends and then came back shamelessly, and the other killed the people of her village.
I also have no idea who the hell would be there if Kratos, because I assume Kratos is in Zelos' place if Zelos dies. Like, who would be there? Ewan? Mithos himself?
Lloyd's mum.
A fitting end.
Maybe. Probably. Because I don't know if there's any extra stuff or if the name is just thrown around and everyone, like, colloquially accepted it, but Lloyd's mother's name is Anna, I believe.
Yes, I remember that name.
So it's like, I don't know, would she be there? Would they actually have a model representing her? I don't know. Marble.
Oh no.
You'll be devoured by the darkness and die.
Into the black hole they go.
By that monster unless we do something.
You gotta be kidding.
Would you like me to save you, Zelos?
Beg for our forgiveness.
And pledge loyalty to Crucius?
That monster will bestow eternal suffering upon you. If it devours you, you will neither live nor die. You will be trapped in true darkness, tormented in isolation forever.
Forever?
I can save you. Join us and defeat Lloyd. Then it will all be over.
Lord Mithos has agreed to let the people of Mizuho live.
And he'll remove the title and duties of the Chosen from you and transfer everything to me.
Celeste will gain the power of the Chosen.
Yes! What I've wanted more than anything else. The power of the Chosen. You'll let me have it, won't you? Just imagine. Your life will finally have meaning and value.
All you have to do is pledge your allegiance to me. As soon as you do that, you will be saved from the Shadow's grasp.
The people of Mizuho!
Celeste will become the Chosen.
Dun
Listen to
dun
me, both of
dun.
you. I've come for you guys. I'm right down below.
Is he the spider?
The only thing down there is that monster.
Yes. Mithos is generating an illusion to make Lloyd look like the spider.
Lloyd, don't tell me you were eaten by that monster!
That Lloyd is the real illusion. The monster is mimicking his voice to lure you.
I'm not an illusion. Do you think it's better for the people of Mizuho to become part of the Age of Lifeless Beings?
Just funny. It's like, oh yeah, Lloyd's voice is coming out of the spider.
Do you think it's okay for Celeste to become the next Chosen who could be sacrificed at any time?
But...
Both of you have to decide for yourselves. But I have faith in you. I know you won't run away, even if what we're trying to do is difficult.
If I was by myself, I wouldn't have noticed that it was an illusion until the flash happened.
Don't forget, your lives have value just by being
Well, I'd be
alive.
like, oh my god, the spider is talking. Holy shit. No.
Oh my god, a talking spider.
Oh my god.
just by being alive, life has value?
A traitor like me has value?
Of course not. No life has any value just by being alive.
Shut up. There's a significance in being born. But if that's not good enough for you, I'll give them another value. They're both valuable because they're my friends.
Ah.
That's a pretty pathetic value, but I suppose it'll do.
You reject my offer?
You know what I wish for, yet you still interfere?
Sorry, but I got no choice. The guy who decided my value believes in me and tells me not to run away.
Bye.
Bye.
I trust you, Lloyd. I, the sort of valuable Zelos, am headed your way.
Looks like you beat me to it.
Are you running away again?
I'll raise the entire village of Mizuho.
I am not running. The people of Mizuho are waiting for us to reunite the worlds. Betraying that trust would truly be running away.
Goodbye.
Damnation or salvation? Guess there's only one way to find out.
Welcome back, you two.
It's not like I can really run away from the fact that I was born.
Exactly. Especially since we now have our newfound pathetic value and all. I'm gonna try and face my challenges head on.
Yeah, running won't solve anything.
Oh.
What possible value does one burden to exist with cursed blood have? Sometimes running's the only way to save yourself. Humans are so arrogant.
But yeah, these like little things are not only like traps to that your
They're a
friends
spider.
overcome. They're
Sorry.
they are also little glimpses into Mithos' psyche and how he views himself. Like it's like, oh yeah, you don't belong anywhere. He's trying to tell Genus and Colette, usually it's Rain, but he's trying to tell Genus and Colette that, but it's really just him projecting his feeling that he can't belong anywhere. And the, like, oh yeah, you should, it'll be fine if you run from this, you won't have any problems if you side with me, is actually him projecting of the, what's so bad about running away.
Mm.
Kind of more like, he ran away.
And the last one would be grief, I'm gonna guess.
In half. It's kind of creepy.
Maybe it's an admonition to not run away.
Cause the last two.
I guess that's.
I'll explain it when they're done talking.
Maybe it is. I'm gonna hang on to it as a reminder.
Spider figurine.
So,
Yeah.
we go
With
into
the last two being Regal and Messiah. And they've both are guilty about losing someone. And Mithos has also lost someone.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think it's a good guess.
There they are.
No mirror this time.
It's them.
I'll save you guys.
Yeah, Colette keeps talking, and it's, I think, supposed to be rain.
Oh.
Whoop!
Bye, Lloyd.
Saw Lloyd.
Yes, he disappeared. What could...
A trap?
Even if it is, remaining here indefinitely...
Would not be particularly meaningful. Let us search for Lloyd.
I'm so glad you two are safe.
Wow, who did you guess?
Impossible.
Please wait. I'll take you to Lloyd.
It's an illusion. Alicia is dead.
Yes. She was murdered.
Yes.
Then what am I, Presea? Even though I'm right here, breathing, my very own sister insists that I'm dead? It's true that I was murdered by Regal. But here I am,
But I
alive
lived.
in front of you. Isn't that enough?
I was murdered, but I live.
I was killed, but I lived.
Be gone.
Ooh. Hey. Oh. I was approached. Being
You were
informed.
approached.
I was approached being informed there was food. And then was briskly immediately told when I said I would like some that not going to get it for me.
Presea.
We don't know for certain it's an illusion. Presea, you believe me, don't you? Thank you.
Regal, go kicker.
You.
Stop. If you don't stop. Regal, I can't believe you tried to kill me. I can't believe it.
Silence, Phantom. Presea, move.
If you want to kill Alicia, you must face me first. Prepare yourself.
Stop it! Both of you!
Dear God, Lloyd died.
Is this an illusion as well?
Presea actually tried to hit Regal with the axe.
But there's blood. I feel an evil
Lloyd's
presence in
turned
that
into
blood.
blood.
Be careful, Presea.
What's going on? What is real?
It doesn't matter. Just settle down.
So, ow, Presea! The fuck?
Why are you fighting each other? You're supposed to be friends.
Lloyd.
You aren't an illusion?
Why did you stop attacking? You hate the one who murdered me, don't you? But... And Regal, why won't you just let yourself be killed? You've always felt guilty about killing me. Here's your chance to end it all.
Yes, it's for the best. If you are killed, you will no longer feel guilt. If you kill him, you will have your revenge. Crimes must be punished.
Both of you! Get a hold of yourselves! Don't confuse who you should be fighting! Dying won't settle anything. Killing won't solve anything.
That is merely logic. People are not moved by logic. If the one you love is killed, you hate the murderer. And murderers must be punished.
But if you keep killing people like that, it'll only spawn new hate and new revenge. Besides, you're just running away if you die.
Lloyd's original costume melted into a pool of red.
You'll forget the murder and the pain of that crime.
Spawn new hate.
Running away from my crime.
What about my feelings? You murdered me.
It is true that Alicia died, But I know she doesn't want things to end like this. What you're both doing is selfish.
You're the real Lloyd.
And that Alicia is a fake. Alicia wouldn't say things like that. Are you going to kill me?
Persea chop her head. Persea's gonna chop her head off. Oh.
I came to get you guys.
I'm sorry. I lost the will to atone for my crimes by taking comfort in the feeling of being punished. Death is not punishment. Punishment is living with one's crime and working to atone for it.
By keeping myself in handcuffs the entire time.
The entire game. The only good thing from the original cast's presence in Symphonia 2 is that he does not have the handcuffs. He does, however, wind up in them again twice.
Oh no.
Because they decide to make it a gag that because he's a ginormous, intimidating man, that whenever he is nearby and a crime happens to occur, he is immediately suspected and arrested. And he just doesn't fight it. He's like, I'll comply. And it's like, fend for yourself a little more, my guy. What are you doing?
And turned away from people who were trying to atone for
There's
their
like
crimes.
actually a skit where he reveals that he has like a knife used for like cooking.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's been questioned for murder and violence because he has a knife on his person.
Oh no.
And it's like, no! I like that part of Regal's character in Symphonia 2, where he's just like, he wouldn't hurt anyone unless they, like, were evil or something, and even then he wouldn't just kill them outright, but everyone's like, oh my god, this 6-foot-something dude with long hair is running around. He had to be the one to do it. It's like, no.
Because it was easier to hate than to forgive.
And I think it's something like Sheena says it where he's like, at one point he tells Rain like, oh no, it's okay, when we finally break him out of prison because we prove his innocence in the event. He tells Rain, oh don't worry, I'm used to it. And Genus is like, are you sure you should be telling us that?
No, not really.
There are so many things you can do before you die.
It's like, I was kind of actually comfortable in here somewhat. It's like, Like, he dissociates almost when he gets put in prison. He's like,
And I don't think everything has to be forgiven.
Because I think Rain or Genus or both of them are like, yeah, it's probably not really good for his mental health to leave him in prison, so we should probably, like, help him out. Meanwhile, Tenebrae is like, no, we must keep going, we don't have time. And Martis is like, we've got plenty of time. Our friend's friend is in jail for something he didn't do.
But no matter how painful things may be.
And then she writes the journal entry after he, like, reveals that he could just easily break them if he just pulls his arms to the sides. She writes in the synopsis journal of, whew, if I didn't like a meal. Oh man, those muscles. And I was like, the first time I read that, I didn't realize that the two of them, like Emil and Marta, would swap who's writing the entry and the color of the font indicated as such. So I just thought, because I read it earlier, and it was like, hey, this is Emil, I'm writing this. I thought Emil wrote that, and I was like, damn, son. I mean, you like what you like, that's totally fine. And then I flipped the page, and then the text turned blue, and I was like, oh, that's Marta, alright. That makes a little more sense. Just a bit.
You just can't
I mean, there's nothing wrong with appreciating it for Emil to appreciate it, but for a JRPG, it does make more sense that it would be Marta.
Yes.
Like, I only read the part about the way he looked. Yeah, Marta's first entry does make it clear that she's the one writing, but I hadn't checked it since I, like, checked the first page, so it had been a while, and I was like, whew, oh my god, Emil. Was not expecting that from you. But no, it was Marta.
He likes muscles on a guy. Let him be.
Why would Emil say that if he didn't like himself? This is true. That boy has some confidence issues. Especially at the start of the game. But it's just very, I was just like, whoa, whoa! But how can one not be impressed for somebody to just break their handcuffs just because they twist their arms a little bit and then he just pulls them to the side and it just
Easy.
pops the chain in front of everyone. He does that while standing in the room, and the guy who was watching his prison cell is just like, holy shit, this man could have broken out at any minute and would have gotten away with it.
One cannot seek a new world while dragging the past along.
And thus you forget the past, the countless lives that were lost, and the pain of those that suffered. Crimes must be met with punishment.
Chipped dagger.
What's that?
A knife.
There are nicks
A
on the
knife.
blade.
No!
Maybe it's a symbol of your past.
Let us think of it that way.
Yes, so that we may never fight amongst ourselves again.
I'm here with the obscure reference.
I don't think that's obscure.
I don't know, I've said it countless times, and 99% of the time it's like, what do you mean?
Mithos is a pitiful person. Why do you say that all of a sudden? Even though he led all those half-elves, he no longer has any friends left that he actually trusted. Yeah, I think loneliness can corrupt one's decisions.
Leading to arbitrary judgment and tyranny, leading to further loneliness.
Let's make sure we value our friends. Yes.
I just want to say, one of those Sheena lines, it was perfectly lip-synced. So,
Oh! Was it startling?
yes, it was a bit weird.
Okay, let's fix this, shall we?
Yay. Is RV active back yet?
No.
No.
What is this?
This
is the Darius emblem.
Darius emblem?
It's a seal that blocks the path to Mithos' castle. Although I didn't know where it was.
Then with this...
The trap should be deactivated. Let's keep going.
Okay, let's go.
We found it. Way to go, us.
Hell yeah! Where does this take me? Does this take me back where I was, or...?
Instantly at the final boss. Oh.
No, it puts us back here. And now when we go here... Yeah. To the castle! Darius emblem. That was quite a trap back there.
This is all female.
The Darius emblem. It stimulated the negative emotions that reside in everyone's hearts. Yes. Even knowing that what we saw before us was fake, we still couldn't stop ourselves from being affected by it. But we all managed to win against it. Thanks to Lloyd. Lloyd wasn't pulled in by the illusions that the Darius emblem creates. The Eternal Sword must have amazing power. It's truly fascinating. I don't think that's all it was. I think it was also because Lloyd himself was strong. Yes, you're right. Now, fun fact, we kill this thing?
I'm sorry, I was expecting something at the top, but a dinosaur was quite low on the things that I would expect at the top.
It's a dragon.
It looks like a dinosaur.
If we kill this and open this door, we will see the final scene.
Oh. Are we gonna do it?
Every single optional path is just so we can activate the warp that'll take us straight to the outside of the Tower of Salvation.
Ah.
We could kill it now and see the final scene and then just do the dungeon, or do you want to do the dungeon and then fight the thing and then do the final scene?
Is there a save spot after we beat the thing? Yes. Can we try and fight the thing first?
Yes, let me save.
Because, yeah, it's getting a bit late. I need to...
Because if... Now, this is up to you. If I decide not to switch to VLR, I could just do the dungeon and get our warp. If that's okay.
Will we have enough content next week then?
Yes. If I only do the dungeon and then allow myself to just have the warp there, the first thing we can do next week is just
Abyssian.
Yeah, Abyssion. We're going to fight another boss that wasn't available until after we got Origin. Maybe the group Coliseum. Red light, green light. And then some other side quests for costumes, maybe, if we're feeling like, oh, we can't really beat it yet. Because, I won't lie, Yggdrasil is a 3-phase fight. You essentially fight him 3 times, but, his last phase is probably the most easy and sort of bizarre of them. But yeah. So, if you're down for that, that's fine, because this dungeon's kind of large.
Sure, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all.
The Dark Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go. As long as there's, like, enough content for a good stream. That's not, like, over 3 hours. But that means next week we gotta start on time.
Yes.
Teehee.
Hello, Crimp. Gragon.
Oh.
I must go on.
Ooh.
Are we strong?
Fairly.
Are we overpowered?
Whoa. Hard fight.
Very hard fight. I nearly had to press more
We're a little
buttons.
tough. Alright, here's the final scene.
Mithos is just ahead.
And the Great Seed should be there too.
So let's do everything but go there.
This is it, everyone. Are you ready?
Not yet.
I'm prepared to accept whatever happens in the coming battle, and we will win.
Yeah, we're gonna win. For Mizuho, Corinne, and for all of you who believed in a coward like me.
And for myself too. I don't want anyone else to make the same mistake I did. No one should have to think that he has to sacrifice his own life.
Everyone should be able to live freely, no matter who they are. Humans and elves, and even us. It's okay for us to be here, in this world.
You weren't saying that a couple minutes ago.
That's why we must recover the Great Seed from Mithos, and revive the giant tree. Without it, not only will we be unable to restore peace between the different races,
The world itself will die. We can't let that happen. We must reunite the worlds. Afterwards, we shall make a new promise to the new world.
The people that I like and the people that I don't both have the right to live in the same world as I do. Because that's the way things should be. So count me in. I won't run from this one.
All right, let's go. We're going to restore a world where everyone can live freely.
Now let's turn around and listen to the
turning
skip.
back. Man, I was seriously shaking when everyone disappeared. Oh, well, at least we now got the Deus emblem. Now we just need to do something about Mithos and we'll be set. Yeah. It may be difficult, but we cannot back down. Yeah, neither side can back down. That's why things are wound up like this. We won't get anywhere just thinking about it. We don't have time for that. Yeah, it's okay. I'm okay. Let's go. Okay, time to reclaim the Great Seed.
But yeah, that's literally all it takes. Fight that dragon, and then you can fight the final boss. But you have to see that scene to do some side quests. So yeah, it's like,
Yeah. But right, so I'm gonna call it here for me.
That makes sense. Let's see, one final time. Nope, still bad gateway.
Oh, you're fine on this screen.
Really? Weird.
Anyway, yes. Next week we will beat the game.
Yes. Next week, I'll have this dungeon completed with everyone's gear set up. From whatever I find in here, and I'll have activated the portal. That'll let us go back out, and then we will either grind up a little bit. Granted, that's probably not going to take too long. You gain EXP so quickly, all you really have to do is go back to Torrent Forest and then fight everything, including that dragon, repeatedly. And a good spawn of those things and a dragon is like 1,000 each time. Getting to level 80, which is what you need for Regal and Persea's best weapons, probably is not actually going to take that long. I may actually just do that without triggering the interaction with the character. I may just level grind a little bit, because that wouldn't hurt. I mean, again, the level that we're at, we could fairly comfortably fight the boss. Level 80 is definitely a more comfortable position. The max level is in the 200s. Or is it not? No, wait, what is it? I always forget. Some of them are weird, but this one's like 100 and something, right? I'm not gonna max everyone's level. That'll take just a little too long. I've never actually gotten anyone to level 100. I usually stop around the 80 mark, because that's when you get certain characters' best weapons. I may do the solo Coliseum as well, but that means that I still need a level grind anyway, because I need to max everyone's cooking skill for miso soup. That's like your most important thing.
I thought that you came at the wrong moment. I'm about to go.
So yeah, there's still some things, and if I solo stream the latter half of this, then I can get a lot of stuff out of the way, and we can just do all the group stuff. Of course, you will get to suffer with me for red light, green light, and if we don't get Genis's weapon in a timely manner, we will have to give up. I'm sorry, we can't do red light, green light for 30 minutes.
Not when I'll be on the strict schedule. But yes, okay. Yeah, you're going to be continuing with Symphonia, correct?
Yes, I am going to take a break though, because it's been 3 hours.
Yes, we went hard.
No, entire stream if necessary.
But yeah, thank you, Z. And goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh gosh, I lost the disconnect button. Oh my god. Where is it? Here it is.